Welcome to Starship TV, Jesus and the Book of Enoch. While the Book of Enoch is not directly quoted by Jesus in the canonical Gospels, there are notable thematic and linguistic parallels between Enoch's content and some of Jesus' teachings. For instance, Jesus frequently references the Son of Man in ways that align with the apocalyptic figure described in 1 Enoch 37-71, the parables of Enoch. This shared messianic title, portraying a pre-existent and heavenly judge, suggests that Jesus, or the Gospel writers, may have been familiar with the Book of Enoch or similar Jewish apocalyptic traditions. Additionally, Jude 1:14-15 in the New Testament directly quotes from the Book of Enoch, stating, "Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about them. Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment." This passage is a nearly word-for-word citation from 1 Enoch 1:9, affirming that Enochic material was known and respected in early Christian circles. Date of authorship. The Book of Enoch, or 1 Enoch, is a collection of ancient Jewish texts traditionally ascribed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. It is not a single unified book, but a composite work written by multiple authors over several centuries. The major sections and their approximate dates include the Book of the Watchers, chapters 1-36, 300-200 BC. The Book of Parables, chapters 37-71, 100 BC. The Astronomical Book, chapters 72-82, 200 BC. The Book of Dream Visions, chapters 83-90, 165 BC. The Epistle of Enoch, chapters 91-108, 100 BC. Influence on Christianity. The Book of Enoch had a profound influence on early Christian theology, especially concerning angels, demons, final judgment, resurrection, and messianic prophecy. Many early church fathers, for example, Tertullian, Irenaeus, Justin Martyr, were familiar with the text and regarded it as authoritative or at least useful. It was especially significant in shaping ideas about the fall of the angels, the origin of evil, and the concept of divine judgment, all themes picked up in the New Testament, especially in 2 Peter, Jude, and Revelation. Over time, however, the book fell out of favor in most Christian traditions, except the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which still includes it in their canon, possibly due to its controversial teachings on fallen angels and its association with non-canonical apocalyptic literature. Fallen angels and giants Nephilim. A central narrative in the Book of Enoch is the account of the Watchers, a group of 200 angels who descended to earth and mated with human women, producing a hybrid race of giants called the Nephilim. This story is a detailed expansion of Genesis 6, 1-4, offering names of specific angels such as Azazel and Semjaza, who lead this rebellion. The giants bring violence and corruption to the earth, prompting divine intervention in the form of a great flood, anticipated in Enoch's vision and fulfilled in the story of Noah. These fallen angels are eventually bound in the abyss and await final judgment, a concept echoed in Revelation 20 and 2 Peter 2:4. Main theme of the book. The overarching theme of the Book of Enoch is divine justice. It emphasizes the eventual punishment of the wicked, especially rebellious angels and corrupt human rulers, the vindication and eternal reward of the righteous, the unveiling of heavenly secrets, including astronomy, cosmology, and eschatological judgment, the coming of a messianic figure referred to as the Son of Man. This apocalyptic worldview sees history as a cosmic struggle between good and evil, with final judgment determining the eternal fate of all beings. Rediscovery of the book. The Book of Enoch was lost to the Western Church for over a millennium. It survived in full only in Ge'ez, the ancient liturgical language of Ethiopia preserved in the canon of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. In 1773, Scottish explorer James Bruce brought 3 copies of the Ethiopic manuscript back to Europe. In 1821, the first English translation was published. Fragments of the Aramaic version were discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls at Qumran 1947-1956, confirming its antiquity and widespread use in Second Temple Judaism. Parallels to the Book of Revelation. The Book of Enoch shares many stylistic and thematic elements with the Book of Revelation: heavenly journeys and visions, descriptions of the throne of God, use of symbolism, numbers, and angelic messengers, prophetic warnings of divine wrath and judgment, a final victory of the righteous and punishment of the wicked, the coming of a Messiah figure bringing justice. Both works employ vivid imagery and apocalyptic language to reveal cosmic truths to a faithful remnant during times of turmoil and oppression. Other interesting facts. Names and ranks of angels such as Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel are elaborated in the text, influencing later angelologies. The Book of Enoch includes detailed astronomical and calendar systems, reflecting early Jewish interest in sacred timekeeping. It presents an early view of individual resurrection and life after death, which became foundational in Christian theology. Some have interpreted Enoch's visionary journeys as early forms of mystical or out-of-body experiences. You're watching Starship TV. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you find this content interesting. Conclusion. The Book of Enoch is a profound and complex text that bridges ancient Judaism and early Christianity. Though excluded from most modern Bibles, its impact on theology, eschatology, and angelology is immense. It paints a cosmic vision of divine justice, the fall of celestial beings, the corruption of mankind, and the hope of final restoration through a messianic deliverer. Its rediscovery, and the confirmation of its antiquity through the Dead Sea Scrolls, have revived scholarly and spiritual interest in this once-forgotten cornerstone of